Morning, everyone. Yesterday we saw US market bouncing it back. This is more driven by weaker datas came over there against expectations. Like ADP unemployment data, ADP employment data came, which came at 1,28,000 versus expectation of 3 lakh. So what is happening that if the datas are poor, then quite possible that the Fed may not be so aggressive. So taking instance from that, market has shown positive trend over there. Apart from this ADP data, there is an unemployment data also which expected today in US market, wherein non-farm payroll addition is expected at 3,20,000 versus last month addition of 4,28,000. ADP is more of a precursor to that data, and as such market reacted positively on that account. Futures are of the US are more of a flattish, whereas Asian markets are showing some positive trend. Hong Kong is closed today, but other markets are positive anywhere between 0.5 to 1%. Even if we see the commodity, oil has moved up to 117.5 versus yesterday around 114. Even OPEC has said that they will be increasing the output in July and August by 6,48,000. Earlier, every month, OPEC was increasing output by around 4 lakh barrels, but now they will be increasing by 6,48,000 barrels to compensate declining production from Russia. So even thereafter, the oil has shown a positive trend and moved up. Apart from that, even if we see the other commodity or metals, aluminum is up by around 0.5%, copper up by around 0.5%, and iron ore up by around 2%, and steel is up by around 1%. So overall trend in all the market are indicating on a positive note, and we may see some positive trend in the Indian market as well. Apart from that, there were some data related to exports, trade deficit data which has come, and that is also indicating some higher trade deficit in the month of May. The trade deficit is at 23.3 billion, which is higher from even April of 20.11 billion. So that is showing a trend of higher pressure on the rupee. Even this is mainly driven by higher import of oil and oil related product, which has increased by almost around 90% year on year. And that is leading to import increasing by 56%, whereas export increasing by 15% year on year. So that may have some impact on the rupee in today's trade. So now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, last trading session, we see the bounce back again Nifty near the support zone, that is 16,500, 450 at downside. We expect today's positive note open and remain a positive during the day. Next immediate resistance place around 16,700. Above 700 in Nifty, maybe try to test 50 DMA and remain above 50 DMA. So we expect positive in Nifty index. If Nifty managed to close 1 to 2 trading session, maybe this week, weekly closing above 16,700. Then next week, so we expect towards 16,800, 16,900 in an upside. And flip side, 16,540 and 16,450, 440 is the support for Nifty. Bank Nifty also facing a 50 DMA resistance, that is 35,800. If Bank Nifty managed to sustain about this level and close about this level, then we expect next immediate resistance towards 36 and 36,300, 36,300, and support place around downside 35,500, 35 to 30 in downside. So both index looks positive, but comparatively Nifty looks very positive at current level. So we expect the positive momentum in Nifty. Bank Nifty facing resistance, that is 35,800. Above that we expect expect Bank Nifty also trading towards the 200 DMA, that is 36,500. Nifty Finance looks positive at current level. Immediate resistance place around 16,230, and next resistance place around 16,300 in upside. And main support zone around the 16,130, 16,100 at downside. So all three index looks positive at current level. Nifty IT index also looks positive at current level. We expect the positive momentum in LTTS, Infosys, TCS. We already given call in LTTS and monthly also. So our target is 3800 in upside. So we expect positive in LTS. Second, Nifty also, second, Bajaj Finserv looks positive at current level also. Adani Port looks positive at current level. So we expect the positive momentum in Adani. Next immediate target around 770, 719 in upside, and support around downside around 738, 35 and downside. So we expect positive momentum in Adani Port also. That's it for technical. Derivative I can correct.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. See, on the derivative front, the open interest continues to remain low. The cost of carry continues to remain in the negative. There is a discount going on, while the VIX is around the 20 levels again. See, overall, looking at the data, it does seem that there's some support coming in now at 16,600 with the open interest built in yesterday. That does tell us now if we are opening gap up with 16,700 is likely to be crossed. Now, if 16,700 is crossed, which is the second highest open interest built up amongst calls, you will see some more buying coming in Nifty, and this rally can extend up to 17,000 levels, which is a strong resistance area. Also coincide with the 50-day moving average. So at this point of time, most important data point is buy above 16,700, and you can see a 300 point rally going forward. However, we do feel that at 17,000, Nifty will find some resistance, and there can be some selling coming in from those levels. So whatever you bought after 16,700, book profits around the 17,000 levels. On the lower end, again 16,600 and 16,500, good open interest built up has been seen. So next couple of days, you might see some more buying coming in. From the stock specific front, some buying is likely in the banking sector, as the banks can see some short covering. The banks were negative for the last couple of days, but then again, with the bank Nifty also crossing important levels, you might see some more short covering coming in. So in the banking sector, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank are the two banks which can probably witness some good buying, along with SBI in the PSU space. So these three banks one can focus on. Also, IT sector saw some selling in the last couple of trading sessions. Like this is also likely to move up now with some more short covering in the sector as a whole. So some aggressive buying can come in for today and probably the first couple of days of the next week. So look out for the same. Infosys and Infosys and TCS are likely to witness good buying. Both these IT stocks had shorts built up, which should witness some covering going forward. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Media reports are suggesting that Bajaj Auto is facing severe shortage of chips. And this is also visible if we look at the May month volumes. Then month-on-month decline in case of Bajaj Auto was 11%, while in case of Hero it increased by 16% and TVS increased by 3%. So stock may remain under pressure in the near term. We also attended the con call of Arman Financial. It is a small microfinance company with total loans of just 1,200 crores. And because of the low base, the loan growth was 50% year on year. Its small size means that while larger companies like in MFI like Credit Access and Bandhan Bank will grow at around 20 to 25%. But because of the smaller size, this company can grow at even 40% for next many years. Company has provisioned most of the NPAs with a net NPA now at just 0.7%. The change in RBI norm, which removes upper cap on lending rates, should benefit the NIMs by around 1 to 1.5% for Arman. We think company can deliver ROE of around 18% in the current year. However, it is richly valued at 4.5 times trailing book value. And from current levels, one can expect around 25% kind of compounding returns. However, one should keep in mind that this sector of microfinance is not for conservative investors and only for people who can take higher risks. As we have seen in the last decade or so, every 2 or 3 years, there is some or the other black swan event happening, which is disrupting the sector. Whenever in future the company raises capital at such high valuations, then its book value per share will increase by 30-35% in one shot, and then the stock will appear that much cheaper. So overall, over the longer term, we are positive on Arman. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. As per the media reports, new garment buyers from different countries have started negotiating with Indian companies to replace purchases from China because of restricted supply from China due to COVID impact, forcing buyers to look for other options to diversify risk. This is positive. This is sentimentally positive for Indian textile sector. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, yesterday there was a report that Deepak Nitrite plant got fire. In fact, the fire was in warehouse, and fire got controlled in few hours, and this is not likely to have any major impact on production, and production is likely to resume in few days. So as such, it's nothing so worrying for Deepak Nitrite, and it's neutral for the company. Apart from this, Ultratech. Apart from this, Hindustan Oil Exploration yesterday had a con call, and company has indicated about given clarity about the B80 field, wherein 2 wells they had earlier drilled, and out of that 1 well is functioning okay, and is producing gas mainly. And that production is likely to ramp up in a few months, and this can produce around 10 million of gas in this field, which can in fact generate cash of around 75 crore in a year. So which can keep the operation running for the company. Apart from that, the other well which got some problem earlier is more of a technical problem related to some parts in the opening and closing of well. So company will again be trying with correction of this part while in rainy season itself, because this can be performed in the rainy season also with the help of ONGC. And if suppose it get corrected, then the field will come on live and start production. And if this doesn't get corrected, then company has to replace some parts which can cost around 10 crores of rupees to the company for that part, and then it can become operational, but it will lose some time on that account, because that function will be done post the end of monsoon in the weather window. So the key issue will be more of a loss of time on account of this, and then the production can take some time and may start towards the end of this year, that is maybe December, January month. So meanwhile, the gas production has already started. So the nothing problem with the well is well live and functioning. So only problem is with one equipment, and which can be replaced. So what we see that this is more of reserve and everything is intact, and the company will be able to take out the production maybe in recent past or maybe at a delayed period. So overall outlook seems positive for the Hindustan Oil Exploration. Avish, you are talking about something? Hello?
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
please.
good morning. Ultratech Cement yesterday announced investment of rupees 12,886 towards their expansion of 22.6 million ton capacity. Commercial production from these new capacities is expected to commission by FY25 in a phased manner. The expansion seems to counter the acquisition of Ambuja and ACC by Adani. This may create some excess capacity in the market as such, and as such market may react. This may be negative for the cement sector as a whole. Thank you.
Yeah. In fact, most of the company have reduced the list price of steel. Even today, SAIL has reduced the list price. If you see the secondary market, the iron ore prices has come down by around 4,000. And generally, we need around 1.6 to 2 times of the final production. So the benefit could be around 7,000 to 8,000 rupees. But if we see in last 3 months, the decline in the billet prices is at around 11,000 to 12,000 rupees. So overall will act negative for steel company. Apart from that, company will have to book a lot of inventory loss in this this quarter. So overall direction for steel companies are negative in this quarter. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.